days. All right, we got a lot to read on. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can out and done. Cash, JD, Jeffries, Booker, Jared, Idan, Nat Yahoo, different things. Um, the Nat Yahoo, I wanted to see that as far as in relation to the US. Like, are we following him? Um, Not really specifically to him. You know what I mean? Hey, girls. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get it cracking. Oh wait, let me make it subscribers only. So if you want to comment, you guys got to be a subscriber. Y'all know that. It's just a little bit of a roadblock that I put in the way of me and the bots. All right, especially because one of the first times we went live on this channel, we got some very hateful messages just because of my color. So thank y'all so much. All right, we got a lot. So I want to get started because I have to leave at 5:30. And that's the latest I can leave. Hopefully you hear me. And hopefully my daughter doesn't get a phone call while she's at school, because we at least got 20 minutes without that. Hey, Dawn. Hey, girl. All right. Whew. Did we look at Blondie? I know we said we were going to look at Blondie yesterday. Did we? I'm not sure. I want to look at Jared again, especially because of the Middle Eastern collapse. And I don't mean like they're collapsing. I mean like their chances of running away to the Middle East have collapsed. And it's really interesting because I was listening to Fefe earlier with Touch by Tarot, and she was saying something similar to what I was saying, is that with everything happening, it's like collapsing their window. Did we check on Blondie yesterday? I thought that's what we were going to read on yesterday. I'm just not sure if we did. Hey, Christina. I'm just not sure if we did. I don't know if we read on Blondie yesterday. So, oh, I'm getting goosebumps already. Goosebumps already. All right, before we get into this reading, let's go ahead and do our 3 breaths. Did we, Tabby? I'm just not sure. It's like I never go back to watch my readings. I really should. I know we did a little bit of Ladybug. King of Wands in reverse. That was Yahoo. Ace of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. Okay. The gist of today's reading, kind of like thematically, is I want to get into... Okay, as I was prefacing, with the collapse of the escape route, basically. Yeah, I don't think she had a reading. With the collapse of the escape route, people's ideas are having to change. And I think this is why, and Fefe brought this up too, but I think this is why we are pivoting our attention, and I say our as in the US, we're pivoting our attention towards the Caribbean. Now, one of the things that you have to remember is that all of this expansionism is I-state. All of this expansionism is I-state, because to quote the Nat, I decided I'm going to call him Nat Yahoo because he's a pest. To quote the Nat, he wants to turn the whole world blue. That was literally a quote from a speech I saw him do. And the fact that all these other countries aren't heeding the warning of him saying, I plan to do global imperialism is bonkers to me. Because he's already told you what the objective is. Whole world blue, period, point blank. So, and that's really interesting because I'm seeing here, all right, let's see if we can pull you down a little bit. You're gonna see a little bit of my belly, child. Hey, Karma, because it's a hot day, so I had to stuff the shirt up under the bra because it's that kind of day. Okay, so once we are on replay, y'all will be able to see what we're working with here. But we have 3 cards here, and the card that fell out was the King of Wands. And as we saw yesterday, we kind of brought Nat Yahoo into this. But I'm seeing on both sides, it seems to be his desire for whole world expansion, right? Y'all see that? That's like a map of the world and him holding one thing. And it's like him trying to be king of the world. Oh, that's 2 aces, child. That's 2 aces. Trying to wield his creative power here. And he's awfully creative. The guy is a mad genius. I gotta give it up. Not in respect, but more in like kind of awe, because he's a mad genius. The plan he has laid down for the last 40 years, if he was a younger person, I would be even more scared. I'm gonna just say that. I am so grateful that he is in his 70s and he's looking a little thin, so he's a bit stressed. He's quite stressed. So I'm grateful for his stress, because stress has a strange way of constricting the heart. You know what I mean? So there's that part. But the other thing that came up when I was listening to Fefe, and I got goosebumps immediately upon thinking about it, was I think the world is going to turn on both of these jokers. I really do. So that's really interesting. And this is like literally how he, look at all this royal. This is how he was able to do it, is he was able to sew it all up. These different countries, UK is not exempt, Australia is not exempt. Everybody has eaten from the poisonous fruit that is the Nat Yahoo. Everybody. And that junk is going, like, we just happen to have the absolute idiot, who the entire administration of idiots. Like, if you think about it, this was a really good plan of the Nat to realize what the mistake was in 1.0 and ensure that it did not happen again in 2.0. Because in 1.0, we couldn't have any intelligence in there. In 2.0, the first thing they did was fire everyone intelligent. Anyone who might have a moral compass. They spent 2025 dumbing down our administration for entertainment purposes only, and allegedly. So they spent the majority of last year cleansing out intelligence. What does he get? What do they get from anything? What do they ever get, Christina, other than a little bit of eggplant swinging? What do they ever get? They get nothing. They get nothing from ruling over people. All they do is they create paranoia for themselves. As they grow in power, they grow in paranoia. So they also grow in their own self-imprisonment. What do they get? Like, they get nothing. Like, I really feel like pulling out the Willy Wonka meme just then with Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman? I think that's his name. You get nothing. Zilch. It's like, yay, power. Mental imprisonment. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. They get nothing. In fact, what was on the other side of the King of Wands was that. It's like literally imprisonment. Like mental imprisonment. Eight of Swords. You can't get into it. Like, you can't. So it was imprisonment. The other thing that we had that was kind of good, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the other thing that we kind of had that was good was that we had the vodka country who was also at play here. Like if it was totally just the Nat Yahoo, we would have been completely screwed. But the fact that we had someone compromisable by both countries might have been a saving grace. Exactly. Phenomenal cosmic power. Living space. Because they can't. They won't be able to go out. They have to watch their people who are watching them. They have to have people taste their food. Like, coming with that kind of power where you have to squash people, you create your own prison. And they're just too... Phone call. Bye.